Happy Monday. I'm meteorologist Lisa Villegas. Welcome to the first alert. We are going to get ready for an interesting week. One, it's going to be very typical, kind of like repeating last week and the week before. Showers and thunderstorms ahead. We're also going to talk about the heat, the temperatures, and we're also going to talk a little bit more about the tropics because we are watching an area that's close to home that is slowly starting to intensify. It's a disturbance, but I'll get into that. Of course, we do have some showers and thunderstorms that are developing currently across our area. I'm not going to get into too much detail on what's happening currently. Make sure you tune back into WBTV tonight at 11 o'clock. I'll walk you through everything you need to know this evening, but here's what we can expect as we move forward with this week. First of all, it is going to be stormy, so we are going to be anticipating more of these showers and thunderstorms that are going to be firing up here as we roll through tomorrow and head into the weekend and even into next week. And they're, they're going to be developing late in the afternoon, early in the evening. So very typical for this summer-like weather as we anticipate that. Yes, we are going to watch out for the possibility of, I should say, some heavy rain. So some minor flooding, will be possible, along with a lot of lightning strikes. Now, as this type of forecast continues, as we press forward in the week, be prepared to have some backup plans because those lightning strikes, remember, they can shoot outside of that storm over 10 miles away. So we just want to be aware of that and make sure we're heeding any of those thunderstorms and, of course, protecting ourselves from lightning. Now, here's a look at the satellite and radar view. I said I didn't want to get too much into detail, but I do want to show you what we're currently seeing. Timestamp here, 9:45 this evening. We still have some thunderstorms that are developing across the viewing area. We did have some severe weather earlier today, especially when it came to the rain. We were talking about heavy downpours that were popping up. We had flood advisories. We had flash flood warnings. As we zoom in, I'm not seeing the intensity like I saw earlier, but you're noticing just out towards the west. This is where we do have some thunderstorms that are still firing up outside of our viewing area. So you're still going to feel those outflow winds. We still have the possibility of a downpour or two. That's going to be possible not only tonight, but like I said, as we move forward here in the week, timestamp still very similar into what we can expect as far as those showers and thunderstorms go. So as we press forward, taking a look at tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock on our futurecast, thunderstorms are going to pop up like popcorn. So they are going to develop randomly. They're going to be intense, and they're not going to move too much. That's been the pattern of what I've been seeing. Very stationary, slow movers. So for tomorrow, we're going to get ready for those highs in the low 90s, which, by the way, is significantly cooler than where we were today. Today, we officially reached a high around 98 degrees. So even though it's going to be cooler, it'll still feel warm because we have the humidity in place. So the humidity is going to make it still feel like the upper 90s and the triple digits. And you saw the showers and thunderstorm chances that are going to be firing up later on the afternoon. But just to give you a better idea of the heat, 92 degrees expected for that high over in Charlotte. We're looking at the upper 80s like Lenore, Hickory, Morganton, low 80s up across the mountains. So yes, still very typical, still very warm. But I want to show you this. This is what we're expecting throughout the week. The temperatures, let's focus there for right now. They're going to drop slightly, low 90s here in the next couple of days. This is our big relief, if you will, because as we press forward, a little cooler than where we were today, but temperatures rebound back in those mid-90s as soon as Friday, Saturday, and they continue into next week. We've got a lot of heat, or a lot of humidity to work with, which is going to be the fuel that we're going to be using for the showers and the thunderstorms that are going to continue each and every day. So once you head out the door tomorrow morning, that umbrella, if it's not in your car already, just take it with you. It's good to have it handy, or that rain jacket, because you never know when you're going to need it, especially as we move forward here this summer. Now, let's talk a little bit about what we can expect when it comes to the tropics, because this is an area the whole team is watching. So this is just south of the Carolinas. So this is really going to have an impact on Florida, and then it's going to move out towards the west into the Gulf. So I want you to know that movement here. This is what we're watching. So the area that is highlighted here in the orange, about a 40% chance that this will turn into a tropical system. Right now it is just a disturbance, still packing a punch. Regardless, we are going to see heavy rain impacting those in Florida, and like I said, moving into the Gulf. So I put this in motion. You can see that center of circulation working its way over the Carolinas in the Panhandle, now entering portions of the Gulf. With that being said, heavy downpours, thunderstorms are going to impact the southeast. Definitely watching Florida. Now, Put your eyes towards Charlotte. Moving forward Tuesday afternoon, you can see those showers and thunderstorms firing up. Even as we head into Wednesday, those showers and thunderstorms, all that moisture lifts up towards the north. So Wednesday, you're going to know the direction of the storms. They're, instead of moving from kind of like west to east or even north to south, it's going to be the opposite way, south to north. So that's something to watch out for. It's going to be a little different as we move into Wednesday, and that is because of the system down towards the south. If you know any family members, I'm sure they're watching this system too with their local TV stations. But right now, 40% chance that this will turn into a tropical system. So it does look likely, but overall, we are going to watch that as it moves over land. Of course, it weakens, so that's the good news. Now let's talk about the extended forecast for our neck of the woods. So we're going to talk about the precipitation and the temperature. So let's talk about the rain first. We are gearing up for more showers and thunderstorms throughout the 7-day forecast. As we take a look, highlighted in the green, which includes the Carolinas, like Charlotte. In the next 8 to 14 days, it looks likely that we are going to see above normal rain totals. Now, for those who are going to experience these downpours, if you experience them today or if you're going to experience them tomorrow, something you'll notice, they are going to be intense and they are going to be heavy. We're talking about at least 1/4 inch of rain with just one downpour, depending, of course, and that could range up to about 1 inch. It all just depends on the movement of these storms and, of course, where they develop. So we will be watching for that. But as we move forward, temperature-wise in the next 8 to 14 days, looks like we are also going to be above normal. So typically we should be in the low 90s this time of year. You saw the mid 90s expected here as we press forward in the 7-day forecast. So yeah, it looks like that trend's going to continue here in the next couple of weeks. Only place where it looks like it could potentially be below normal, it's going to be out across parts of California. So might want to make your way out there if you have a little vacation time on hand. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Temperatures low 90s next couple of days. We talked about this, kind of our cool period for the week. Temperatures rebound back in the mid 90s beginning Thursday, continuing to the end of the work week. Showers and thunderstorms possible each and every day. We'll watch for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Not quite as potent, but overall it will be impressive. Like I said, just takes one downpour to kind of ruin your day, if you will. So we'll be watching for that. Of course, we also want to watch out for those temperatures to continue to increase as well. So we're looking at the mid 90s into the weekend. Have that backup plan, like I said, especially if you have any outdoor plans, you're going to want to have that backup just because showers and thunderstorms, lightning, you're going to want to make sure you head to safety. But that's look at what we can expect here. Moving forward, definitely keeping our eyes on the tropics. There could be a new update that comes in. I'm going to talk about that at 11 o'clock. Also talking about what we're seeing currently, where I can track those showers and thunderstorms. We're going to talk a little bit more about the rain as we move forward here throughout the 7-day forecast. So joining me tonight at 11 o'clock, and I'll see you next Monday.